Security experts on both sides of the Pacific are trying to figure out who breached government computer systems and how. Officials with Japan's pension service announced they'd uncovered one of the biggest ever thefts of data from a Japanese public institution. And US officials said hackers may have stolen the personal data of up to 4 million federal workers.
They were just the latest of a string of high-profile attacks. On The Focus today, we'll look at why cybercrime is a growing threat and what the experts are doing to fight back. NHK World's Takanori Miyoshi has more.
The attack on the system managing Japan's pension programs compromised about 1.25 million people's personal data.
We offer our deep apologies and truly regret what happened.
Experts with the National Institute of Information and Communications Technology say cyber attacks are on the rise. They say hackers launched about 25 billion attacks on Japanese firms and government agencies last year. And it's not just large organizations that are at risk. At Japan IT Week last month, companies showcased their latest appliances. The most popular feature at the fair was internet connectivity. From cars to coffee makers, the latest designs can all now use the internet. Industry experts say 50 billion electronic devices will be connected to the internet in 5 years' time. And that's a big target for hackers. Internet-connected cars are already on the market. Owners can use their smartphones to lock or unlock doors and operate the air conditioning. But if hackers can hijack the car's computer system, they could cause an accident. And as the threat of cybercrime grows, so does the market for cybersecurity. Tech companies were prominent at the IT fair. The head of cybersecurity for one major firm says they are moving from reactive to proactive products and services.
We're doing our utmost to protect customers by quickly analyzing information about cyber attacks taking place anywhere in the world.
Joining us in the studio is cybersecurity expert Dr. Hiroshi Ito. Dr. Ito, can you tell us about the trends in cyber threats and what do we need to worry about?
Until now, cyber threat is about the so-called prank. It means the cyber attacker do their job for themselves for pleasure. And recently, very important thing is that cyber crime, who gets money. But until now, I am very afraid one thing, new threat. It is cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorists harm the people or infrastructure. Infrastructure, for example, the gas pipeline or waterworks or electric-magnetic power plant. And furthermore, they can attack with the cyber technology, attack life of people. Very, I'm afraid that thing.
Okay. A country that's often targeted by hackers is now a leading supplier of cybersecurity. Israel exports around $3 billion worth of security products a year, putting it second only to the United States. And the country's leaders are trying to make the business even bigger.
Researchers from the public and private sector come together on the CyberSpark campus in southern Israel. They're trying to develop innovative cybersecurity products. The 100,000 square meter campus includes a university and offices of international corporations. A European communications company is funding a laboratory for Ben Gurion University. 100 students use the lab to research for the corporate sector.
And we are focusing mainly in the area of cybersecurity and data analytics.
Israel's military chiefs are taking an interest too. They're planning to move an intelligence unit onto the campus.
Especially the industry can benefit from the excellent people that are going to leave the army after several years with a lot of knowledge that they gain in the army, which they will be able to divert into commercial use.
The world is paying great attention to the fruits of enterprises like these. A cybersecurity technology fair in Tel Aviv attracted visitors from more than 40 countries.
I think it gains a lot of attention internationally.
Ofer Ben Nun was at the fair showing his company's security system for connected cars. He says he realized automobiles were integrating more and more technology, and that could make them a target for malicious hackers.
The world of connected cars is on, I would say, a big change in the last couple of years, and certainly going to change a lot in the next decade.
Ben Nun used his experience with a cyber unit of Israel's defense forces to create a sophisticated risk analysis work and response system.
We have the ability to understand there is an attack and to block it in real time. We have solutions which are software only, and we also have the ability to enhance that with added hardware.
People like Ben Nun and the researchers of CyberSpark know reactive security won't be enough when our cars or houses are at risk. But they're working hard to figure out where the threats will come from and how to stop them.
Dr. Ito, as we just saw, as we've just seen, Israel is at the forefront of cybersecurity. But do you think this can be explained because they think that they have a military necessity to do this?
Oh, I think so, yes. You know, Israel is surrounded by enemies, Arab nations. So they must defend themselves with their force. But only one more important thing there. This is the cyber technology. Nowadays, modern army use the cyber technology. So, Israel army found it is very important to use our cyber technology with him. So, they become their skilled, I think.
And looking forward, well, now every country or every community or every individual might, the need for them to get ready, for us to be ready for cyber threats are increasing. But how do you think we can make sure that we are safe from such attacks?
I think 3 ways. One is technology. Unfortunately, just now, the cyber attacker is stronger than cyber defender. So we must develop the new technology for defense. It is very important. And next, about human things. There are many people who don't have cyber literacy. So we must educate all people about the cyber sense. At last, about a very important problem about laws. Internet is a global system. But so we must have an international law about the cyber, but there is no good laws just now. So we must make a strong cyber international law as soon as possible, I think.
Dr. Ito, thank you very much.
Oh, welcome.